Welcome to part 1 of our tutorial for Scanatic Studio. Scanatic Studio is a cloud-based 3D design hub for the fashion industry. It specializes in creating virtual high-end AI-powered mockups, photo shoots for custom clothing, and digital twins of your garments or other 3D assets to showcase online. By allowing tailors and designers to sell, visualize, and market apparel without creating physical samples, the platform significantly reduces production time and costs. This tutorial will cover the following key steps: importing 3D assets, fabric scanning methods, essential fabric editing, and creating a simple SKU. Part 2 will cover more in-depth features, so stay tuned. Let's get started. In order to access Scanatic Studio, you will first need a computer, internet access, and a browser. We recommend Google Chrome, like the one you see here. You can go to the URL search bar and type in studio.tg3ds.com/login. Once the page loads, this will be the login page for you to put in your username, your password, and click login. If you forgot your password, you can click below under forgot password and we'll send you a new one. Let's click log in. Once you've logged in, you'll be greeted by the products templates page. This is where all your 3D assets will be uploaded to the site for you to start working on. So for example, you can see here my library of 3D assets already populating my page. You can subdivide them into folders. For example, here are my tailor suits and pants. You can also upload furniture, like the ones you see here. And to upload, all you have to do is click the plus icon over here, and you can import your clothes projects, V-Stitcher projects, or even Blender projects. You will need a plugin to do the upload, but for each one of these, you can just click the Download Now button and download that plugin and install it. Under the product menu, you will also be able to access your collection, which are all of your finished SKUs. Any kind of garment or 3D asset that has fabrics applied and are ready to share or visualize or create photo shoots could be accessed through here. And also any kind of Sharelink that you have that has been shared with any clients. To help you further organize all of your assets, you can right-click and create a new folder. Name it, and start moving assets to it. Move to, choose collection 2, move here. And there it is. As you add more assets, you will find this feature helpful. To move it out of the folder, go back and move here. It's no longer there. And you can delete it. And that is how you're able to upload your 3D assets to Scanatic Studio. From suits, shirts, any kind of garment, including accessories, shoes, or even furniture, you're able to upload them seamlessly to the cloud. Moving on to the next step, which is how you can import your fabrics. Let's go to the material menu. There's 2 methods to scanning a fabric to get it ready to upload. First, we will look at creating an AI texture, which means you will use your Office scanner to scan the fabric and convert it into a PNG, JPEG, or TIFF file. The second method will be using our premium scanner. Let's get started and look at each option. To use AI texture, make sure your fabric is clean and free of dents, then place it in your Office scanner. Once you're ready to scan, make sure you select full color, minimum 300 dpi, and for scan size, select regular or A4. Once the selection has been made, you can start scanning your fabric. Once the fabric has been successfully scanned, go to your file folder in your computer, access the file of the fabric, and remove by cropping any of the unnecessary white sections, like what you see here. And this is the file that we can work on. Go back to Scanatic Studio Click the plus icon in the top left and select Create AI Texture. Let's go ahead and select the fabric. Click Open. You can decrease the size and remove, for example, areas where you see lint or any kind of dents that are going to affect your fabric. You can name your fabric, add details such as brand, series, type, composition, or even create a custom field. This metadata will later be useful to track your fabric. You can also put tags. There's also the option for physics properties, but we will touch that on another tutorial. Click Next. Make sure you have the right DPI. You can also look at the ruler to make sure you have the right size for your pattern. Click Confirm. Your fabric will begin to upload. The second method of scanning your fabric will be using our premium fabric scanner, Nuno X. If you want more information regarding this product, please contact us and we'll be happy to give you more information. It will be a very nice addition to your fabric scanning process. Once the fabric has been fully uploaded and processed, you'll be able to access it by clicking on the icon and even seeing a 3D view of your fabric, like what you see here. Here's another view. Now, we can do some editing to this fabric to make it look better. You have your tiling area, which we can decrease, what you see here. You can move the square to a position that you find the repeatable pattern to make more sense depending on your fabric, such as what you see here, what I'm doing. There are other tiling methods such as feature synth, random synth, and even smooth edge, which we'll touch upon in another training video. Now to continue, you click Resimulate. In addition to tiling, we can also edit the color of the fabric. We're pretty happy with where that is right now, so we don't need to change it. In addition, you can make changes to the 3D texture, meaning the shininess of the fabric or how reflective you want it to be. For this fabric in particular, perhaps we don't want so much shine in it, like what you see here. That looks more natural. Lastly, you can also make adjustments to your metadata for the fabric as well as the fabric name. If you wish to save this as a different fabric and maintain the current settings, you can always click Save As and save as a new fabric. Now that we've finished editing your fabric and adding your 3D assets, what we're going to do is the final step, which is creating an SKU or your original 3D garment. For that, we're going to go to the product menu under templates, and we're going to select one of these 3D assets to work on. Let's go with the jacket. And what we are going to do is apply the fabric that we scanned to this garment. So you can see here, you can move the 3D asset to get familiar with the layout. We're going to go to the materials section, and under fabrics, you can see there's some pre-selected fabrics already, but the new fabric is not here yet. So what you do is you click on the plus button, and this will be the most recent fabric library that is in your account. So you select the fabric sample that you want. For example, B is the one that we're looking for. You can see it's already added, and then click select. And now that fabric is visible in the menu. First, to apply the fabric, select the 3D garment. Now, there are different parts to this 3D garment. You can click the specific place you want to place the fabric, or after clicking one part, you click the fabric and then apply all. So you can see here. Now, we don't want the shirt to also have the same fabric, so we can select a different type of fabric for this shirt. Let's select this. Perfect. All right, let's continue selecting different fabrics. Let's see. Let's go with that for now. You can also view this 3D asset as a pattern, like what you see here. And you can select individual sections to apply different fabrics to it, what you see here. After you've applied the fabric, you can also add your own artwork by uploading from your device or computer. You can also use the AI generation prompt to create your own image, and then you can place it wherever you want. This could be your logo or personalized stitching from your client that they've shared with you. There's also a pen tool for you to draw or color what you want to show your clients. Next, we also have a large library of trims for you to add details to your 3D asset. For example, we have buttons. You can upload your own, or you can look through our selection. Click on it, and the buttons will be added to the suit. There's also stitching, and you can rename them if you want to. Let's select a different stitch. Let's pick lock, something a little bit bright. It's here. Now it's added to the suit. You can see the details right here. Those are the basics for creating an SKU using Scanatic Studio. In later tutorials, we're going to cover more on trims, our gallery menu, which includes an HD photo shoot render, as well as an AI fashion try-on for you to create your own AI lookbook or fashion images using this 3D asset. For now, once you've finished the selection of fabrics and trims, you can easily click to create, and this 3D model will be put under your collection, and you will be able to view it. It's going to load. And I should mention that for the modular options that you see here on the right, it will depend on the 3D asset that you upload, whether or not it will have it. We will also cover that in the following tutorial. Now, once this 3D model is ready, or your finished SKU, you can also create folders or move it to where you want to store it. You can delete it, you can set it to private, or start creating a Sharelink. You can name it. Select an expiration date for the Sharelink that you want to create. So for example, create a Sharelink that lasts only 2 weeks. That's how long the client has to see it. Afterwards, they won't be able to access it via the link. You can also select a later date using the calendar. You can even increase the date or years for as long as you want. Now, once you've selected a date or time period, click Create, and you will have access to the link. You can copy it, and now this link can be shared via WhatsApp or through any conversation you have with your client. This is what they will be able to see. Also the fabrics. In addition, you'll also have access to a QR code. Some of our clients like to create lookbooks and print the QR codes so that clients can use their phone to scan it and view the 3D models on their phones. In this menu, you can also access the embedded iframe code for you to place this item in your website. If you ever need to edit your Sharelink to extend the time for the viewership, you can go back to the menu under Sharelink, go to the far right and click the three dots. You can copy Sharelink, edit the Sharelink, and you can extend the date. Click Save, and then you'll have the iframe again, as well as the Sharelink. Thank you so much for joining this tutorial. If you have further questions, don't hesitate to contact us using the link below.